A few years ago, I made a video on my top 5 favorite sets. In retrospect, I probably would have replaced number 5 with Gold Series 08 and 09 as a tie, but I digress. The ideal was a personal one that had me ponder on what my favorite single cards are. Well, today is my birthday, so let's do something I want to do and make that list. So here are Janjo's top 9 favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards in descending order. Why 9? Well, 9 cards fit in a 9-pocket page, so why not use that as a basis? So what defines a favorite card? The art, effect, rarity, general nostalgia? There's a lot to ponder, which makes this list tough to make. I suppose it's a little of everything within my own preferences. That said, I need to start somewhere, and what better beginning than Ronin Toaden from OTS Tournament Pack 4, Rarity, Super Rare. While I'm clearly a retro Yu-Gi-Oh enthusiast at heart, I can't deny cool art from any decade. I mean, look at Appliancer Dragon, it's so cute! Debuting in the Shining Darkness in 2010, this Toad knows the goal, and that goal is to look hella cool. A samurai toad with tattoos about to draw his sword? Say no more. The Japanese influence is felt in its bones, or whatever is inside a toad. Do toads have bones? And of course, I just love shiny cardboard, which makes it ironic that its holo wasn't in the set that literally had shine in its name. When it comes to pure art and nothing else, since I don't play frog decks, then Ronin Toaden is one classy toad in my books, or my favorite cards list in this context. Next up, I think, and I say that because my opinions can certainly change, is Horus the Black Flame Dragon, level 8, from Soul of the Duelist. Rarity, ultimate rare. Honestly, when it comes to the dragons of Yu-Gi-Oh!, especially those beautiful vanillas, which I could totally make an entire video about, I had to have one on this list. Horus as the cover card of SOD always left an impression, as it was like a white winged dragon of Ra that you could actually play. I know it wasn't, but the idea was still there. A dragon that flat out negates spells alongside its high attack was perfect for a boss monster. And that ultimate rarity is so striking. One day I'll purchase one. Eventually anyways. Hey, cards are expensive. I love a good ulti, regardless of me not owning many, especially those GX era cards. When you find one that makes the foiling work, it really pops, and Horus's white body and black flames certainly fit the bill. Level 8, fittingly, is my number 8. Speaking of dragons, and as I alluded to just a minute ago, number 7 is the Winged Dragon of Ra from Legendary Duelist, Rage of Ra. Rarity, Ghost Rare. While I owned an OCG Slifer as a kid, something about Merrick controlling the most powerful Egyptian god card stuck out to me. A giant, golden divine beast was a sight to behold. But then you slap on the compelling ghost rarity, and suddenly you have the Ghost of Ra, which just sounds fun. In some ways, it combines my love for Ra and Horus for one flavorful cocktail. In addition to all the Ra support the game has received throughout the game's history, it just compounds my adoration for the winged god dragon of the sun. Moving on to number 6, we have Don Salug from Gold Series. Rarity? Well, you know, gold rare. That original gold rarity looks so lovely, and I can't be the only one who thinks so. Perhaps it was before the gold foil looked too tacky and appeared a more fitting rarity amongst its peers. And Don Salug's art complements it with the warm colors and dark highlights of his hair and bandolier. Also, as the leader of the Dark Scorpions, I've always had a soft spot for old Donald Z. Moderate stats with a sinister effect left a mark on me while I was pulling all those Dark Crisis Scorpions way back when, unknowing that their infamous boss monster was in an earlier set. Wish I knew in hindsight, but hey, it just further cemented my love and appreciation for the Tomb Raider. To go to an even older card, we head towards 2002's Metal Raiders with the rare Dark Elf. I wish this card had a higher rarity. Seriously, the amount of cards that could get a rarity bump is astonishing. Something I've discussed a couple times on my Patreon, wink wink. And why not Dark Elf? A wonderful recolor of Mystical Elf with a strong attack stat, only weighed down by its costly effect. Metal Raiders was the first pack I opened, and one of those first few packs I definitely recall pulling the Shadowy Spellcaster. Really, all those recolors left a positive reaction in my young self, with this one in discussion being arguably the best. There's just something about the colors, the early artwork, and the playability that makes Dark Elf so special in the face of its cohorts. It's a mystical elf who isn't afraid to get dirty, and I respect that, befitting of its placement on my list. Heading into number 4, it's Necro Valley from Legendary Collection 3, Yugioh's World. Rarity, ultra rare. With all the beautiful prints of Necro Valley, in my humble opinion, ultra rare highlights the art the best. As much as Metal Raiders had an impact on me, Pharaonic Guardian the following year had a similar effect on my conscience. The valley where the royal family rests, the gorgeous orange sunset with the brilliant sunburst, and the viewpoint that incites mystery and curiosity are all present in this one card. Not to mention the application in my beloved Gravekeeper deck, a true landmark in the field spell strategy. Now don't get me wrong, higher rarities like Secret and Ultimate do look nice. However, the Ultra just gives you the cleanest look out of all of them. Despite the effect being adjusted every so often, the art remains one of Yu-Gi-Oh's best, and one of my own personal favorites. Speaking of rarities, number 3 we've got the ritual monster himself, Zera the Mant of Premium Pack. Rarity, secret rare. As others on this list, sometimes a higher rarity is nicer, and I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to that. Thus, when you got this sick fiend with a parallel holofoil, well baby, you got a stew going. Like, look at this thing. It's a huge, brutal monster with razor-sharp claws, a teal exoskeleton, and a stylish purple cape. Purple! And a skull cup for good measures. I wouldn't want to mess with this guy should one get him out via Zero Ritual. The blue-colored cards always drew my interest, given their rather enigmatic designs like Hungry Burger and Skull Guardian, and Mant Boy is the cream of the crop. Zera the yes! Jumping right into number 2 is Mystical Knight of Jackal, a Pharaonic Guardian fame. Rarity, ultra rare. Back in the day, this Sacred Warrior was my ace, a 2-tribute Egyptian-themed boss monster with a, well, humorous effect. Funny in the sense that in retrospect, it's a bit awkward in functionality. But that doesn't stop me from loving this card. It's a buff Jackal man, dude! Which makes it sad to see how it has yet to be reprinted since Dark Revelation 1 in 2005. At the very least, it has a counterpart in Ghost Knight of Jackal, and appeared in the continuous spell Lighten the Load. Heh, load. Look, how could I not have my ace monster of old so close on my favorite cards list? Answer: I couldn't. That said, what's number 1? While there are plenty of cards I quite enjoy art-wise, like Sasuke Samurai number 2, Extra Ceratops, and that Pineapple Dragon, one card hits all the right notes for me, and that card is Levia Dragon Daedalus. Yes, Levia, like Leviathan, I used to say Levia for the longest time. From its initial release, an Invasion of Chaos. Rarity, ultra rare. Another ultra rare? Wow, I guess I like them a lot. This Sea Serpent can be summoned with one tribute via a legendary ocean, and can blow up all other cards on the field by sending the field spell to the grave. Boom! It's a watery Chaos Emperor dragon. The first time I saw this was in October 2004 at a friend's birthday party, and it blew my mind. Quite literally in some regards. A watery deck with such an explosive play, thanks to one card with absolutely sick artwork, was one to be remembered. I do agree that the secret rare print is very nice. Nevertheless, the darker effect box of the pre-Series 7 cards speak to me. The name, the colors, the design, the effect, the synergy. Daedalus has everything you could ask for in a card. It wasn't tough for me to have this Sea Dragon as number 1, and I hope you all can see why. But let me know what you think of my picks and what some of your favorite cards are. I'd love to know. Until I see you all next time, duel on, passionate duelists.